All right, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mrs. Gibson.
So you know that we've got some adults in the room who are learning today about the craft of teaching mathematics. And so we're videotaping this lesson. They're going to be observing you. And I've invited them at a certain point in the lesson to get up and kind of mill around and take a look at what you're doing. So if an adult comes up and peers over your shoulder, give me a thumbs up if that's going to be okay. They're not going to put you on the spot. They just kind of want to see what you're doing in response to what I'm doing. Okay, so today we are going to be doing a math task around making a fruit salad. And I want you to think a little bit about what's important when you make a fruit salad. Just a real private think time. Now I want you to point to your talk partner. You can slide over and talk to the two guys right here. And I want you each to take a turn telling each other something that you think is really important about making a tasty fruit salad. And remember yesterday how I said the person whose elbow was closest to the window, with their shoulder is closest to the window? Raise your hand if you're the one with the shoulder closest to the window. Okay, so in this row, my friend, okay, so you two are going to be considered the two closest to the window. So you'll both, if I say to talk first, you'll get an opportunity to talk first. Okay, very good. Okay, so the person who's closest to the window, I want you to share an idea or two with your partner about what makes a tasty fruit salad, and then I want your partner to make sure to share. And then I'll signal for you all to come back to me. So go ahead and talk about that. Okay, you're welcome. So you can this time. When you both shared something, give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you for finishing your conversation. Raise a quiet hand to share something that you and your partner shared that's pretty important about a good fruit salad. Yes?
You have to make sure that the fruit is cool and fresh.
Thank you.
Something that reminds me of fruit and math is fractions.
So tell us a little bit more about fruit and fractions when you think about a fruit salad.
Like do half fruit and salad.
Pretty sure if you agree that fruit might get cut up for that fruit salad and you're going to be looking at fractional parts of pieces of fruit.
Yeah.
Something else? Yes.
That you need to put in fresh fruits, not old fruit.
Who likes old fruit in their salad? You can do this. This means that. No. And you can do this. This means yes. That's a great hand signal. Okay. Any other thoughts about fruits in a salad that you shared?
I want to add on the hot
I
polish.
like that.
And when she said you use fractions, you might not use the entire fruit. You might only use half of the fruit or a third of the fruit. And I like how she said it because now I see that you always use fractions when you're making fruit salad because you use fractions of fruit.
Why are you using fractions of fruit?
Because you're like cutting up the fruit into different pieces, and sometimes you might cut it up into fourths.
So I want to make sure I understand. Are you saying you wouldn't pick up a whole fruit, just a piece of fruit, like from a tree, wash it, and put it in the bowl?
Well, you can do that, but
What kind of a fruit could you do that with?
An orange.
Agree, disagree? You could pick an orange, wash it off, and put it in the bowl, and there's your fruit for your salad.
Because it falls apart.
Raise your hand why you're disagreeing with that. Yes?
I disagree because it has the peel on. If you just put it in there, then the peel would still be on.
What do you think about that? Would you want to eat a fruit salad with an unpeeled orange in the bowl? So I have one more question for you. If I went to the fruit stand and I saw some beautiful ripe strawberries and I came home and I put them in a bowl and I said, here's fruit salad. What do you think about that? Yes, sir. You're agreeing that sounds tasty?
Yeah.
Okay, anyone disagree with my idea that a bowl of strawberries would be a fruit salad?
of it, it would be, but if you just put it right in without cutting off the tops, the tops would stick.
Who thinks cutting off the tops makes a bowl of strawberries a fruit salad? Who disagrees with that? Why do you disagree?
Well, I don't disagree.
Uh-huh.
I think putting a bowl of strawberries is a good idea because they sound tasty.
Okay.
But it's also wrong because you don't use.
Okay. I'm still thinking about this idea of one fruit in a bowl being a salad. I'm thinking about that. What do you think about that?
Salads are supposed to.
Oh, go ahead.
Salads are supposed to contain different kinds of fruit.
Could someone repeat that? Yes.
Fruit salads are supposed to be different kinds of fruit.
Could someone repeat that? Yes.
Fruit salads are supposed to be different kinds of fruit.
Raise your hand if you agree with that. Okay, so think about that as we move into our task. Okay, so today, the first part of our problem is to think about that you are making a fruit salad. Point to you. Okay, so you are the character in this situation. This is about you and a plan that you're making. Remember how we talked about beautiful ripe strawberries?
Yeah.
Well, beautiful ripe strawberries are not an option. I'm sorry, this looks a little bit faded. Why don't we turn one light off and I can do a little tracing. Okay, so this is a chart titled Average Weight of Fruits. Can you repeat that with me?
Average weight of fruits.
And on the left side of the chart is the heading fruit. And then there are 4 possible fruits to build your fruit salad. Read them with me.
Apple, orange, peach, banana.
And on the right side of the chart is the weight in ounces of each fruit. So I'll do some tracing. What's the weight of an apple?
6 ounces.
What's the weight of an orange?
5 ounces.
I like the way you're labeling it with the unit that we're talking about. We're talking about ounces of fruit today. And what's the weight of the peach?
3 ounces.
And the weight of the banana?
4 ounces.
Okay. Thumbs up if you can read this chart. The good news is very soon you're going to get your own paper that you'll be able to easily read. Awesome. Now, I have a new question for you. When you look at this chart, what do you notice? So just take a moment and think. What do you notice or what do you know? Another word might be observe. What do you observe about the fruits in this chart by looking at it? Take a little bit of think time, and then I'm going to have you do another turn and talk. Okay, this time the person farthest away from the window will go first. Raise your hand if you're farthest away from the window. Okay, so you're going to share an observation about this chart. Your partner will share an observation, and then if you have more time, one of you can add on to that. Go ahead and talk. Thumbs up when you and your partner have each shared something. Raise a quiet hand to share an observation with the whole class. Love to see some people raise their hands in this area of the room. Yes. Oops, I'm sorry.
I think that the fruits and the ounces, I think the fruits are organized maybe sealed besides banana. And
Do you see any other pattern to the organization on this chart? You're
also
thinking
the
about the letter
ounces.
organization. Oh, tell us more about that.
The
ounces is like from biggest to lowest, besides the bananas ounces as well, because it goes to 6, 5, 3, and then bananas 4.
Thank you. Yes.
I was just going to say it's the same thing.
So you agree? Here's a great way to say I agree. If you hear something that someone says and you think, hey, that's what we talked about, you can do that. That'll let me know what you had a chance to say, even if I didn't get a chance to hear. Okay, yes.
I noticed that they're all very healthy fruits that some people eat on a normal basis.
Yes, sir.
I think I see that all the fruits are different ounces.
Can you say that again, please?
I think that all the fruits are different ounces from looking at the fruit.
Can you all repeat that for me?
I think that all the fruits are different ounces by looking at the chart.
Nice listening, really nice listening, and nice repeating that. Okay, one more comment about the chart, yes.
My partner said that she thought that an orange and a peach looked alike because the peach was oranger, the peach is orange, and so is an orange is orange. But I said that an orange had a different texture than a peach. A peach is fluffier, and an orange is smoother.
So do you think it would be a nice contrast to have different fruits in the salad? So sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's fluffy.
I also think that with different textures of the fruits, I think they would make a very nice fruit salad.
All right, now, there's a new item that is going to be very important as you work on this. When you build your fruit salad, read this sentence with me.
Your bowl holds up to 30 ounces of fruit.
How did you know that this word was ounces? Yes.
Because the O is in ounces, and they put the Z instead of like an S.
Raise your hand if you agree. So when you do your work today, do you think it's going to be important to remember that the numbers that we're working with are about ounces?
Yeah.
Okay, something to think about today. Okay, now, I have another question for you. What does it mean when it says your bowl holds up to 30 ounces of fruit? Think about it, and then you're going to do a quick turn and talk. You're going to explain to your partner what you think up to 30 ounces means. And we'll go back to our window shoulder friend going first. So think about it, and then both of you share an idea about what up to 30 ounces means to you. Go ahead and talk.
I think that 30
So what does that mean? All right. Raise a quiet hand if you can share something that you and your partner shared about that. Yes, sir.
You could put only 30 ounces in the bowl.
What does that mean to you?
Like, you put six oranges, which is already 30 ounces.
So would it be okay to have 30 ounces of oranges in your bowl?
Yeah. It's sort of
Okay. Another thought?
What it means by up to 30 ounces is like 30 ounces is like the highest the fruit can go to, and like it's like 30 and lower is what the fruits are.
Could someone repeat what she just said at the very end? The very end. Yes.
Well, I have something to add on to this.
Start with what she said and then add on.
What's that to mean?
repeat that one more time for her?
What it is like, it means like 30 and lower, and says like what the fruits, how many ounces of fruits are going.
All right, now start with that and then add on.
3, 4, ounces, we can hold that too.
Okay, and now go on with what you wanted to say.
I was gonna add on because I think holds up to means the total amount or the maximum.
Say that last word again.
Maximum.
The total amount or the maximum. What do you think about that? I see you agreeing. Raise your hand if you've heard something that you agree with. So let me ask you a new question. Could I put 31 ounces of fruit in my salad?
No.
Could I put 29 ounces of fruit?
Yes.
Does anyone have any questions about this? Questions, something you're wondering? Yes.
Why couldn't you put 31? It would just be a little bit higher than the
Would someone like to tell her why you can't put 31? Yes. Go ahead. Yes, you, my friend. Oh, okay. Yes.
It says the bowl can only hold up to 30 ounces, so you can't go to 31.
Can you repeat what he said?
It says the bowl can only hold up to 30, not 31.
So what's the magic number that you can't go past?
30.
Okay, do we have paper passers in the room?
Yes, right.
Okay, Riley, are you the only paper passer in the room? Can you pick a friend to help on that side of the room, please, very quickly? Okay. And when you get your paper, put your name on it and then quietly read through it again. Okay, Riley, keep moving down your rows.
Lily Ford, Lily's next group.
24.
Go on over and get a few more from Riley so that we can get it finished. Thank you to my friends who have their name on their paper and are quietly reading through the prompt. All right, girls and boys. So today we have a learning target. That means there's something that you're expected to learn by doing this activity. Today you're expected to look at a word problem that's going to take more than one step to solve it. And you're going to be able to answer the question on the word problem using more than one step so that anyone in the room can pick up your paper and make a fruit salad the way you've set it up. So there's some success criterion. That means there's some things you have to do to be successful. You need to show your work writing, using numbers, using words, building some kind of a model for us to look at, any or all of those things that would help anyone in this room pick up your paper and say, oh, I'm going to make that fruit salad. And when I'm done making that fruit salad, I will have used the fruits that are on that chart, and I will not have a salad that weighs any more than
30 ounces.
Do you have any questions about your assignment? Okay, we're going to start with some quiet work time, and I might come around and lift some papers for us to talk about and kind of look and see, how am I doing compared to some other ideas that are going on in the room? When that happens, you would need to put your pencil down and focus in on the work I'm showing you. Thumbs up if you understand that. Okay, let's go ahead and get to work. And observers, you're welcome to get up and take a look as you're ready. Listen. You can use whatever you need to do to make sense and answer the question. Tell me about your numbers here.
I'm doing 2 orange. I'm doing 2 times 5.
Why? Why are you multiplying 2 times 5?
Because I want to start off with a good amount of orange.
And how would anyone know that we're using oranges right now?
Because orange is 5.
Do I have to always go back and forth to that chart to know that, or is there anything you could do to make this more easy for me to understand? Tell me about all these numbers in your addition.
And if you start drawing the picture, draw a bowl.
Ounces of what?
Draw a bowl.
How would I know that?
30 ounces in there. So start filling your bowl
Okay,
up.
so is an orange the only fruit you've used so far? Okay, but that's the only one I can identify right now. Okay. Tell me about this. What is this a model? Oh, so is this kind of like your bowl and your, oh, okay. I'll be interested to see what goes into there.
That'll work. Good.
I like the way you're labeling. Can I borrow your paper, Jamie? Girls and boys, can you put your pencils down? I've been walking around the room and I am delighted with how hard you're working, how you got ideas on your paper so quickly, and there's all kinds of different ideas going on. But there's something that Jaden did that I want to share with you. When I walked over, right away I knew something about his fruit. What do you think I could really quickly learn about his fruit salad from the work that he's doing so far? Yes.
You use all the fruits.
And how do we know that? How do we know that he's using all the fruits from the chart?
Because if you look at the chart, there's peach, there's apple, orange, peach, and banana, and you use all of those.
And how do we know that he's using them? What did he do? Yes. He's
the same thing as 3 and 3, and like orange and
so there's lots of numbers there, but those numbers didn't help me know the fruits he's using very quickly. Those numbers really wouldn't have been very helpful to me. What is there that's helpful? Yes.
He labeled it.
He labeled his work. There's a standard in math practice called using precision, and precise mathematicians label what they're doing. So as you're working, raise your hand if you've been labeling the fruits that you've been using. Something to think about, because remember, someone else needs to be able to make your fruit salad. Okay, let's get back to work. What are you thinking about doing right now? What'd you see Jaden do? Did he pull some of those fruits out onto his paper? Okay. So is there a fruit in that list that you think might make a good fruit salad? You want it? Okay. So see what you can do with that. Do you have any sense right now of where you're at in answers yet? Do you have a thought about how you're going to show that on your paper? I'm going to check back with you in a minute. So Tommy, tell me about your picture. Looks like you got a bowl with some fruit in it. So what do you have so far? So what do you know about those ingredients so far? Well, remember that our job is to make salad that weighs close to how much?
Did it all
Do
fit?
you know how much it weighs so far?
Yeah, fit.
How do you know that?
Got more, anything more?
Okay. Is there something you can do to show me the progress that you've made so far with ounces?
Good job, Sid.
Think about that.
Looks pretty good there. You feel it?
What have you got so far? Okay, so. What do you have here?
That was funny.
So what is this? So are you saying that you have 2 oranges and 1 apple? And that brings you up to 16 ounces.
Yeah.
You can make that clearer. So now, I see this. How does this and this connect to this? I'm not asking you to change it, I'm asking you to explain to me how they connect. Are these, is this part of this or is this something new? Oh, so you have some different types of fruit salad?
You got both so far down. Keep going.
So what do we go with? What have we got wrong here?
Probably should label that. You know what the
I see a 5 multiplied 5 times. Tell me about that.
You know.
A bowl full of oranges. How many oranges are there? So we're gonna have a fruit salad, or 5 oranges in a bowl. Are they peeled, are they unpeeled, are they cut up? So earlier today, we talked about something that makes a fruit salad. What did we say about
You feel that, Nathan? Oh.
So what did you do to get another fruit into your fruit salad?
Did you fill it up? Come on. Not yet. You getting hungry? Fill it up. Well, we have 25.
Friends, I want you to put your pencils down. It is so hard to use a document camera that you're not used to. There we go. I'm seeing a lot of multiplication happening in the room. Raise your hand if you've been multiplying. I'm seeing a lot of addition going on in the room. Raise your hand if you've been using some addition. Some people have been adding and multiplying. Raise your hand if you've been doing those. Raise your hand if you're feeling good about the progress you're making. Here's a student that didn't set up an addition or a multiplication problem. What do you think about what's going on here? We can share an observation about what this person chose to do. Yes?
You made a picture,
She made a picture, okay. What kind of picture is this?
a graph, a graph.
Okay, is there another name for this kind of a picture? I'm not quite sure that I would call it a graph. Okay, she made a chart. Is it exactly like the chart that I showed you earlier? That's on your paper? Is it exactly like it, or is it telling you something different?
It's telling us something different.
So what can you learn about the fruit salad? What's your name, sweetie?
Holly?
Holly. What can you learn about Holly's plan for her fruit salad by looking at this chart? Yes.
I can learn that she put like one apple that weighs 6 ounces and like each like one, so it's kind of like
6 times 1 and like times.
So you're saying that you could kind of mentally multiply in your head based on the evidence in this chart, okay? Holly, do you know for sure how much your fruit salad weighs yet?
Yeah, I added it, and it weighs 26 ounces.
And will you be letting us know so that if I built it, I could trust your work?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 30.
Ah, so you're not quite done, you're still working on it. Okay. Raise your hand if you like the way she organized her chart. Do you have to make a chart like Holly did?
No.
Absolutely not. Just kind of an alternative that I wanted to share with you. Teachers that have been roving in the room, is there anything else that you think I might share?
I saw a beginning work, I haven't seen the end. I'm sorry, the boy with the white t-shirt.
Okay.
He drew a circle and divided it into quarters. And I like that idea to put the different fruits in the different quarters of the circle.
Raise your hand if you've made a fruit salad. You have a fruit salad. Anybody find a different way to make a fruit salad? How many ways have you found to make a fruit salad?
4.
4 different ways. So if you're done making your fruit salad, do you think it's possible that you could design another list of ingredients for a fruit salad? So if you're done, I want you to try to build another fruit salad for us. If you don't have room on the front of your paper, could you use the back of your paper? And in about 1 minute, I'm going to bring you all back together to finish our lesson together. So you have about 1 more minute to finish your work. Make sure that you've met the success criteria. Your work that you've done needs to be a completed fruit salad that weighs up to 30 ounces. And you need to have included numbers, words, models, whatever you need to do so that someone else could pick up your recipe and build your fruit salad. So check over your work, finish it up. How many of those are going to go in my fruit salad? How am I going to know what to do? I see some numbers over here, but I don't know how to connect them to this. What can you do to connect these 2 ideas so that I can build your fruit salad? So which fruit did you revise? And how will I know that it was 30 pounds? How will I know that? So where's the recipe that I could build? Show me a recipe that I could build.
Try another one here.
So let me ask you a question. What would be a picture of multiplying 6 apples times 5 oranges? What would that look like? So is here a bowl of 6 apples? And here's a bowl of 5 oranges? So how many fruits is that?
He was in a bowl.
Oh. So are you adding or multiplying when you have 6 apples and 5 oranges? So 6 oranges and 5 apples is not multiplication, what is it?
Yeah, maybe.
It's addition.
Oh.
What if you had 6 apples in a bowl? How much would those 6 apples weigh? So when I went and drew it, he drew a picture of 6 apples and 5 oranges, and he knows that that's 11. So his model doesn't match. Oh, his equation, so trying to get them in there. So write the math problem that represents this picture, put it right here.
It's because you're so good at multiplication, you're seeing the numbers.
So how many apples are in this bowl? 6, right?
So that's a chart, huh?
And how many,
What kind of fruit?
5, right now.
Just
You
apples?
just told me that that equals,
You don't do
you
peaches?
just told me that that equals how much, Elijah? 11, so we got that down. And what kind of math?
What fruit is that? That was
Is that
the
addition?
apple.
That's addition.
So now you have a total of
Six.
So this matches
Only
this.
apples.
This does not.
You wanted to make another.
That's what that said. That's what, you see why? You have to get like, you have different numbers to multiply. Because you only have apples. You only have little apples. You do like,
Bum, bada, bum, bum. Okay, now, we're gonna wrap our lesson up. Raise your hand if you've checked in with your partner to see what they're doing. I did ask you to work, on your own, but raise your hand if you've been kind of checking in to see what people around you are doing. Keep your hand up to share something that someone did that was similar to what you did. A strategy that you both made use of. Yes,
We both added labels.
you both used addition and you both used labels. When did you add in your problem?
For the whole thing.
Through the whole thing,
Start to end.
okay? What were you adding together?
The numbers that the ounce.
So you used addition to keep track of the numbers of ounces in your fruit salad. Raise your hand if you also added up the number of ounces as you put fruit in your bowl. Okay. Raise your hand to share something else that you and someone else in the room were making use of, another strategy besides addition. Yes,
Well, I used multiplication.
okay.
too, and I also used addition.
All right, so what were you multiplying?
I was multiplying like for orange, I multiplied 5 times 2, and that equaled 10, and then I added up all
So
of
when
my-
you multiplied for, let's pick a fruit that you used to multiply.
I multiplied,
So pick one example for us.
banana, I multiplied 4 times 2, and I knew that equaled 8, and then I also did,
Okay, hold on, I want you to stop there. Class, who can tell the class what the factor 4 means if you're multiplying bananas in this story? What does 4 represent in multiplying bananas in the story? Yes,
4 ounces.
4 ounces. So you took the weight of a banana in ounces. And what does 2 mean in her example? Yes. Oh, the number of bananas. So number of bananas. Could you multiply one kind of fruit by another kind of fruit?
Yes.
So I could say I'm going to multiply 4 bananas times 5 apples.
Yeah.
Does anyone disagree with that? Why do you disagree with that?
Because there's 2 subjects, and you're multiplying 5 apples and 4 bananas.
What would a picture of 4 bananas look like in your head? What do you see in your head when I say 4 bananas?
4 bananas.
4 bananas, okay. 1 banana, 2 bananas, 3 bananas, 4 bananas. Got it?
Yeah.
What does a picture of 5 apples look like in your head?
5 apples.
What do you see in your head now?
4 apples.
And so if we said that that's fruit, what do we see?
Fruit.
How much fruit?
9.
What kind of math problem would match that model?
Multiplication.
Addition.
There are a few people in the room that I saw multiply fruits by fruits. We need to think about that, and that might be something that we need to follow up on in other lessons that we're doing, okay? All right. So, success criterion, do you have some fruits in your work? Do we know what fruits you have?
Yes.
Have you kept track of ounces to make your salad? Okay. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to look over your work, make sure your name is on it, and then we're going to collect it and wrap up our lesson.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Did anyone only use 2 fruits or 3 fruits in their salad? Yeah, you just chose a couple
I
of
did
fruits?
2 ways, and one of my ways I only used 2 of them.
You just used 2 instead of all of the fruits?
But in one of the problem I used 6. I used 6 fruits.
Okay, pass your papers in, and we're going to collect them, and thank you very much for your time.